Hey, now I'm live on YouTube as well. Great. Let's see. Bonus stream OSRS. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Okay, let's say new stream on Kick. And what are we doing? Doing multi-chat. Chat thing and filters AI. Okay, description. I will just post the link, kick.com/save. Alright, there we go. I've got both chats up. You told your brother to test Kick because of the 16? Yeah, it's still only planned. I jumped prematurely to next because I want to make sure that I have the audience for the 16 an hour if it gets released. I think there's at least a 10% chance of it being released, which is why I jumped so early, right? Since when do I stream on YouTube? Wow, I'm actually getting a reply from someone on YouTube. Since today. Oh, and Doku's also. Okay, great. Hearing me on both. You can be one of them, Doku. This is... Alright, since today. I moved Twitch to Kick. Okay, well, if you two, oh my goodness. I appreciate it. Okay. Anyways, we gotta build something. So, right now, I have two chats that I have to look at. And you can imagine that as you increase the number of streams, that's gonna get progressively worse. So, we need to make something on either Funi.com, or something else. We could do it here, we could do it on like stream.funi.com, we could do it on dictator.gg, I could put it on ignorant1010.com, which I think would make the most sense. You should watch me on your tablet via YouTube. Oh my goodness. Y'all are incredible. A good feeling of adding a VIP rank on Funi could be great. We will have a VIP rank on Funi, Doku. We're gonna add like subscribers or something to Funi, where you can be like a VIP and you'll get like a bunch of perks. So we will add that. You want your name to be glowy? Alright, well, one thing at a time here. Let's figure out how to work on my old site here, Acorn1010. Which one is this? This is multi-clip, I think. And I guess it's fine for it to still be for sale. BTTV needs to add Kick support. They really do. Why don't I just look for a job? That's the easy way out. The reason why is because I used to, back when I was in college, instead of getting an internship, I would just code on my own. I would just make enough money doing my own thing that I didn't need to take an internship, which would have paid more. I guess I like the hard way. I like the extreme amount of risk and reward that comes with working for yourself. I like the extreme freedom and flexibility that comes with it. Even if it doesn't pay well and you have to work twice as hard. I still prefer that. Think of an ultra rank, which gives you a lifetime boost on some stuff. We could maybe do something like that. I'm not sure how you would get the ultra rank or something. 42 viewers, officially the biggest person to be in this category. That is incredible, Wolf. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty great. We're now the biggest programmer streamer on Kick. Imagine if like Prime or something came over. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we want to start this stuff up real fast. We'll just cancel all that. I wonder if I can pin messages. Prime coming over would be a hostile takeover. Oh yeah, like at that point, this would become the new place for streams for programming, right? /pin. This command does not exist. Alright, Kick. You gotta add /pin. I'm sure you know about it, but you gotta have /pin. I need to be able to pin a message to the top of chat so people can see my site easier. Do I still have the bang commands? Not yet. That'll come as soon as I add my mods and do stuff. So not yet. You'll have to give it some time. Okay, now that we're on both platforms, let's add the viewer rewards real fast. Oh, Zordy, you love my work? I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. So, I still have both chats open. I can still reply to both, just so you know. I'm just gonna move this. Let's do this. If I shrink this super tiny. Oh, hey, that actually kind of works. All right. So now I want to go to Kit, and I want to fix my viewer rewards. Go to community, chat settings, moderator, badges, emotes. There better be a way to do viewer rewards. Does it not have viewer rewards yet? It's got emotes. I don't see viewer rewards, which means we're gonna have to come up with a solution. Show my setup for Funi. Do you want to see the Excalibur of how Funi works? Because this is how Funi works. Or do you want to see like what part of it do you want to see? You want to see my deploy scripts? You want to see a high-level overview? This is kind of the high-level overview. Oh, my desk setup. There's a command for that on Twitch. Oh, let's see. Stream elements. Kick. Does this work for Kick? Set up alerts on Kick. Let's see. Who knows? We'll work on it. I'll work on it today after stream or whatever. We'll figure something out for rewards. Maybe what I can do. Thank you, Wolf, for being the temporary bot. This maybe we can go over here. Start this up. No. Okay. So our clips here are gonna break. This is only gonna work until, well, for 30 days or however many days, right? So we need to take this and fix some stuff. Oh god, we got it horribly broken. That's right, because I was working on making it actually play the clip. So we gotta fix that up. How to change your personal profile pic? I don't remember Doku. So let me just go to, where is it, multi-clip? Oh, I definitely don't want Zod. I guess I kind of have to have it for this project. Let's see, we got create store. Which is an old one. So let me grab a newer one. Scoozle, howdy. Glad to have you here. And we'll just add that. It's kind of incredible seeing so many people here. We could just stream on Kick. Don't have to be on Twitch. Which means also that we get to stream on all the other platforms too. Okay, why is this upset with me? Zustand does not have... what? What version of Zustand is this? Four, 438. Okay, I see, so it's updated. Zustand 0.1. No, Wolf, it's not that old. Come on now. Alrighty, so this is under multi-clip, right? Desktop has more latency than mobile? Wait, more latency as in the stream has more latency? Interesting. But less ads and lower latency, so that's pretty awesome. And because now I can stream on YouTube, if you miss anything, you can always go back in time on the stream to wherever I said the thing. So now you can like actually go back to the explanation of something if you have to step away for a minute. It's only used as types. Oh, right, yeah, this thing. Why could I not stream on YouTube before? Because Twitch has a policy where you're not allowed to multi-stream. So it's kind of come back to bite them now. Because if all of the other platforms combined give you more exposure or more money or whatever, then streaming on Twitch is no longer a good option because you'll get less money, you'll get less exposure, less views, etc. So now instead of only streaming on Twitch, it might be better to stream on all the other platforms. But we'll see. We're testing the waters. We'll see how it goes. The Kick mobile app is doo-doo? I believe it. I'm sure they're just burning money on resources too, so... you know, we'll see. Give them 6 months, a year, to straighten things out. They are shockingly new. Okay, import create from Zustand. Yeah, everything there is good. Unexpected any specify different type. Oh, come on. That's gonna be an annoying rule. Let's see. Of course, using unknown or never in these cases. I guess this one can probably be an unknown. But this one can't. Oh, never mind. Has to be any in both of them. You can multi-stream to Facebook as well. Yeah, I'm planning on multi-streaming to Facebook as well. And then also TikTok. Why not? You know, we'll just multi-stream to all the stuff. Because the only thing that limits us is our bandwidth, and our bandwidth is fine. You can see here. Ethernet probably... Okay, good. That's a private IP address. Great. Yeah, but you can basically see speed there's plenty fine. Rip Mixer, it was before its time. Stream on everything? I will. I absolutely will. So if that's an ESLint... I guess I don't have an ESLint on Funi. Okay, we'll just ignore the problem. I'll fix it later. Man, Scoozle, getting spicy. Oh, that's right. Yeah, routes in TRPC are different. And now this is no longer create store. Let's rename it to create store. Have I ever used a Mac? You see that back there? Yes, I've used a Mac. Bang MacBook. Yeah, I gotta add the commands back. I'm sorry about that. We'll get them added later. I don't want the stream to just be me setting up my old commands again. I'd like to actually get some code done. Okay, so create store, setup, looks like it's working pretty well. I wonder if I can hide concurrent viewers. Okay, we'll have to open this up real fast. Stylus, Studio, YouTube. I'll just modify the CSS real fast. Alright, so click on this part of it. Do we have an ID? ID is value. Yeah, that's definitely globally unique. I'm gonna assume that's probably not. What a shocker. Div ID value is not unique. Alright, so we got statistic container. That's not this one. And then we just have to hide concurrent viewers. I like to hide this because I don't like to know how many people I stream to. Ever since like I started a year and something ago, whatever, it's just something that I just always kind of hide, you know? Not useful. So we got live overlay status. I don't have an ID for this one. Alright, we'll just have to base it off of this. Hopefully. This will be good enough. Well, it hit a lot more than just the view count, but that's fine. You'd hide it just so it doesn't make you nervous? Yeah, that's kind of why I started with it, right? But now it doesn't matter too much. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna delete this code for now. We'll come back to it, clean it up if I ever need to. Did I watch the Google I/O web announcements? They're adding pop-ups natively to HTML. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Let's see, Google I/O pop-ups. Oh, but this looks like it's just gonna be for Chrome. Or maybe this is not it. Google I/O pop-ups native web. Some also some WebGL announcements. The thing right now with the current state of WebGL on the web is that most people don't have hardware acceleration enabled, or rather, like, not most, but a large percentage of people. So you end up in this situation where the site works really well for the people who do have hardware acceleration, but then like 20% of people just have a terrible, terrible time on your site because their hardware acceleration is disabled. And some people say they have it disabled because like it messes up their stuff, their GPU does weird things, their driver's all weird. So it's kind of in a sad state, unfortunately. They revamped media queries. There's this one thing that's coming out. I don't think it's ready quite just yet, but it's container queries. And you know how you typically have things where you have the max width of the whole site? Container queries lets you do that except on different elements. Because you can imagine that if I go to Funi or something, I don't actually care what the width of the site is. I care how much available space I have to render something. So, for example, you can see that when I shrink the site, this section here gets very small. And the way that works is it uses media queries. It's based on the whole page width. But what if I go here and I don't have as much space? So maybe this is just like got a ridiculous amount of padding to it. You know, just like some crazy amounts. And I only have like this much room to actually show the content. Well, I want it to shrink down and be the smaller view. So that's what this solves. Container queries let you base the size of the children, these tiny things here, these cards, off of its parent. And they already exist, you can already use them, but they're not very well supported quite just yet. I think they're coming along quite well, so I think in the next year you can... Oh, yeah, see, it's like... Still kind of. It's very iffy. Still waiting on Safari. Still waiting on Firefox. So we're like 2-3 years out on this. Most people don't update their web browsers manually. That's just part of it, Azordi, right? So it's gonna take a long time for anything new. It's just the way it is. That's why you have to wait like 3 or 4 years after a new feature before you can actually implement it. Like, I've been waiting for AVIF support for 3 years, and it's still not an Edge. So you still have to do weird workarounds. And then there's also web transport. This is a super important one. This lets you do UDP on the web. And it just recently came to Edge, like last year. And it just very recently came to Firefox, which is news to me. I didn't know it came out yet. But still not Safari. So we're still like 3 years out for this. Let's just discard the changes here. String utils. I think I rewrote the way that this use unique ID works. There we go. That's the better one. Kick works quite nice in browser. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna set it up so that TikTok is probably gonna be the best mobile experience, since I'll have it be like that vertical video. Because I found out I can actually customize it. You don't have to see the whole thing, which is like unreadable on mobile. What was that one plugin that focuses to wherever I have the cursor? Let's see. It's none of those. It might be sticky scroll. Let me see. That's kind of... What are my thoughts on WebAssembly? My thoughts on WebAssembly are that I think it's awesome. I've seen some really cool clients that are, you know, just like C++, etc., moved to the web. And it's kind of mind-blowing what they were able to achieve. I saw an entire MMORPG private server on the web, completely playable, without needing to download anything. It was amazing. And that is because of WebAssembly. So I think it's awesome. Sloppy Focus, is that the plugin? Let's see. Focus follows mouse, means your focus switches whenever your cursor enters a focusable region. Let's try it. Might as well. Let me close out of some of the stuff here. Oh yeah, I switched back to the other music thing because... Oh, well, this didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Okay, now I know Sloppy Focus does not like the current version. We'll worry about it later, I guess. Okay, so first thing I need is I need a route. Then we have to grab the API for Kick and for Twitch or YouTube in order to make this work. A focus mode? Maybe. I'd have to downgrade my IntelliJ to use it. Ah, darn. Something like this. Basically what I want is I want like a view around my cursor, right? So like if I'm here, I want like this section of it or something to be in like a little box, because that way I can point to that for the mobile experience. Kind of, but not quite this. I basically just need like a small window. Alright, we'll just make that small and I'll move this back over here. Let's call it chat.ts. So what does this thing do? Is that what I'm looking for, Wolf? Like, is it gonna give me like an extra window that's always whatever's right around the cursor? Are we building Megazord chat? Yep. Exactly, CDB. So, plays a combined reveal of all chats. There's a plugin for it, just not in my version. Oh man. Okay. Maybe I call this multi-chat. And I'll have chats. So how's this gonna work? I guess the way it works is we're gonna need a store. And that store is going to include a bunch of different streams. And so this will be like a listener thing. So I'll need one for Kick. I'll need one for YouTube. I guess I'll need one for Twitch. And we'll need one for TikTok. Alright. We'll listen on any change across the entire store. And then we'll just grab all the stuff from it. Did I hear about those peeps stuck in the sub? I don't know what you mean by that one, CDP. What is peeps stuck in the sub? Alright, so this will be like pick, and then that'll be maps to something. And then we just have chat messages. What do we need? We need a username. Maybe we need like a username color. Applied as color business. Let's see. Some people submarine down to Titanic. Oh wow. There's still no, I haven't heard of that with CDP. That would be pretty terrifying. Let's see. Click. And that'll be some kind of chat message list. And object entries for all the different chats. Let's see. Really all I care about is the values. And we just have to sort it. We want username, no. We want one like the date. Animated emotes to YouTube. There's all sorts of things. I find it neat that now people can be on the platform they want to be on. Like whatever works for them. Let's see. Wait, did my kick stop updating? I wonder. Okay, cool, it still works. Techie, howdy! How's it going? Make sure I'm audio. Oh no, I can't see. It opens up like this chat command, I can't see. Is it still spelled the same way? It is, okay. YouTube is quite the chat experience. It's different, yeah. So now I need, rated at. I actually really like the Unix timestamps. So I might just convert everything to a Unix timestamp. Yeah, let's do that for now. Actually, no. I'll leave it as a date. Alright, let's see. So I want to go from high to... No. I want to go from low to high because I want the newest to be at the bottom. Nice. That works fine. Would I consider adding passkeys as an alternative on Funi? I never thought of adding passkeys as already. But I have considered adding just like, you know, the OAuth stuff, right? So being able to log in with Google or something, I think makes a lot of sense. It's actually kind of how I wanted to do the auth, but then for whatever reason we decided to use username and password, I think because Neopets and RuneScape and all those other old sites had user pass. Which, in hindsight, probably wasn't the best idea. I wish we'd just stuck with the single sign-on thing, the OAuth. It's much simpler. Okay, so now we have messages and we can just return them. Is it gonna auto-complete it for me? I came relatively close. I mean, I probably would have used a p tag or something. And maybe I would have turned this into like an unordered list. And then just changed it up a little bit. We also need avatar. In case we want to show avatar. Where's Techie? Techie's on Kick. Is she on Kick? Yep. Oh, maybe I should also include the platform. So I wonder if I want... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it this way. Oh yeah, Techie. Wolf is saying, "Hi Techie, it is I, thine Wolfred." I'll just relay the message for you. Are people somewhere else? Wolf is on YouTube. Yeah, so this is why we're making the multi-chat thing. So that you can see, like above me or something, all the chats from all the different platforms. Which is shocking to me that I don't think it exists. Maybe it does. Maybe Chris has something, like CM Griffin. But as far as I know, it's just Twitch. So that's kind of why we're making this. Copilot works pretty great sometimes. That's actually what I wanted. Now if I delete that, you know, it's unhappy because it has to satisfy. And then of course, this is unhappy, right? Because we no longer include the platform. glad it's an easy fix. Best thing about YouTube live streams, if you miss something, you can literally go back instantly. Yeah, that's what I like about YouTube, which is an incredible engineering feat if you think about it. Okay, why is this upset? Spread types may be created from object types. It is an object type. Because we iterate over all the chats. Oh. There we go. And then why is this upset? String platform, yeah. So it's a platform, chat message, list. I think. Oh, whatever. Easier just to do this. Uploading an entire video every second to YouTube? Yeah, it's something. I mean, it's cool the way they do it. Like, I'm sure that we could probably engineer something. We'd have to think about it. It's quite impressive. Had to go and make a Kick account just for me? I appreciate it, Snicker. LN Media, howdy. Glad to have you here. Alrighty. So now, we just have to populate this with data. So Kick doesn't have an API, kind of, but it also kind of does. So check this out. I can go here, because I hear like developers all talking about like, oh no, there's no API for Kick. What do you do? Here there is. There's always an API. Every platform, every website has an API. It's just a matter of finding it. So here is how we kind of see the API, right? Just go to the network tab. Simple as that. Now, a few things. I believe it makes a WebSocket and then it sends data over the WebSocket. So we probably should just do the same thing, right? Let's just only show WebSockets. We'll refresh the page. Isaac, howdy. And we should see something. It uses pusher, so this is where things get a little tricky, right? So here's the pusher thing. This is an incognito window, so this is fine to show. Now, we've got requests and we've got responses, right? But how do you know what this is supposed to be? Where does that come from? Making a multi-chat thing? Yeah, Snicker, you bet. 52 viewers? I appreciate that, Isaac, you know. I gotta know how many viewers. Definitely super helpful. There's a time where I'd be like, oh my goodness. But now it's whatever, right? It's better than I expected. I was expecting to stream to like 20 people or something today. So let's see. Let's do a search for this. Probably won't work because this is filter URLs. Alrighty. So it must be something that comes in before this, right? Like it's gonna be one of these things, and the data inside of it is gonna contain information that gives us this pusher thing. Finding the API is part of the fun? Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Everyone on Kick is confused why the software and game development category is so high on the list today? Good. Kick is now a software and game dev platform for streaming, okay? Sending emails on Kick takes a long time. Yeah, who knows? They're using Pusher, which is interesting, right? Like, Pusher is expensive. Maybe they have a good deal, maybe they don't. But Pusher just uses Sockety under the hood, so I'm surprised they don't just use their own Kubernetes cluster and run Sockety. Huge L on Pusher. Yeah, they got sold the serverless thing. A little bit too hard, I think. But, you know, they're new. They have plenty of time to improve. Feels very choppy. Well, I mean, they had to make it under pressure, right, Snooker? Because they didn't get a lot of heads up about, like, being deplatformed on Twitch, right? Because initially Kick was made by, well, the whole gambling streams and everything. So, they didn't have a lot of time. They kind of had to scramble. Otherwise, they could have, like, lost their audience or something, and it would have been a big pain. So I get it. You know, you gotta cut him some slack there. Alright, so now we need the responses. One of these responses will be what we're looking for. So we got videos, we got... let's see. How does it know? Oh yeah, it could also just be in the, if I open up the debugger, it probably is just here. Yeah, okay, so that's where it's coming in from. Broadcaster pusher. Okay, so they're using like Next.js or something to the point where it's getting included in here whenever you fetch the page. Easy enough. We can work with that. They have the capital to make it work? Oh, they definitely do. Chat message takes 3 seconds to populate after you hit enter. Oh, on Kick? They probably don't use any kind of optimistic client. So I don't know if Funi does that. I don't remember. Funi might for chat. It might not. But basically what they should be doing is they should make it appear instantly for you, even before it gets sent to the server, and then just have it, you know, disappear if it doesn't actually get sent or something. Funi didn't feel like this though? Yeah, Funi doesn't feel like that, because if it did, I'd fix it. They probably use WebSockets for chat rooms? Oh, they definitely do. We just looked. They're using Pusher. And, okay. Here's part of the tricky thing, is that this, we have to fetch this chunk, because this chunk includes the Pusher library, it includes the endpoint that we need. Which means we now need to make a wrapper on the back end that we hit. So we'll have to hit our own API. Our API will have to go out, fetch from Kick, parse a page in order to grab, oh god, that's nasty. That's if I want to have the WebSocket. Foonie has like a 0.25 delay. I mean, yeah, but they're using Pusher, which is, you know how that is. You found something. What'd you find, Wolf? Now I'm pretty sure that there is a /chat endpoint which displays the chat. What else is there? You can see viewer count, some other stuff. What about... I have an idea. Well, I'll just do what I did yesterday. So I will find some really giant streamer real fast. And then I will refresh. And one of these should say chat. Or maybe it's messages. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay. So what's the request for this? Headers, channels, messages. Simple enough. And then we go over here. Just use CV to watch the chat. What, Snicker? Alright. So now I need to refresh this. And I'm guessing now if I do this, I should get like some kind of a response which tells me what my channel ID is. User, chat room. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Now I can go to the API. And I just enter one of these IDs. Which one is it? Chattable ID. Probably that one. Channel ID. Probably channel ID 164814. And something in here. Kick mobile app is doo-doo. We got cursor. Is this up to date? Open the links in a private browser, check Discord. Let's see. Yeah, it's all private, see? Everything here is private browser. Oh, these ones. Let's see, copy link. Hey, this is pretty nice. Channels. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, that's just the this one here, right? V2 channels. Oh, I'm on V2. This is old. This is V1. Oh wait, V1 has more data than V2. Alright. I guess I want V1 then. Very cool. So what do we have here? We've got the number of viewers, we've got different tags. Oh, you know what? I wonder if we can add tags, you know? Because I saw coming soon on the tags. Can we just like add extra tags and then be like more discoverable? We're not gonna do that, but I'm curious if that'll work. Anyways, do it? Okay, we'll do it. maybe. But come on, I don't want to get like in trouble with Kick. Like, it's the last thing we need. I don't want to be banned on every platform ever. Like, let's see. Oh yeah, because this is gonna have plenty of data. This'll work. Okay. Now, my guess is that the client by itself may not have access to this data, so I might have to like wrap it through an API or something. My assumption is that I will not be able to return this data from the client. My assumption is I'll have to make a wrapper on the back end. So, it's a bit fun. I feel like the kick staff. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll do something then, Snicker. Sure. Oh yeah, I don't even have to do that. I can just console log fetch it from here. If this would work. Okay. So we get a Funi. Now let's just fetch. I'm gonna use let here because I want to like rebind it later on. Wait, that actually works. Wow, look at that. Wait, no, there's no way. Surely it's gonna reply with like bat, right? Cores, headers, let's see. Lollipop result dots. Oh wait, results. Response dots. JSON. Wow. They actually allow you to query it from other sites. That is a shocker. Normally they don't allow this. But it's nice that they do, because it means I don't have to make a wrapper around it on the back end. A kick for J? Oh my goodness. You know it's Java when it's like for a J at the end there. Emotes are a little bad. Yeah. We'll get those fixed. Oh yeah. Let me let's do this. /mod. There you go. Alright, be back. One sec. Selenium. We don't need Selenium. We can use what's the alternative? There's like there's Puppeteer, but then there's like a newer thing. It's Playwright. Yeah, Playwright's a new one. Okay, right back, one sec. Alright, I'm back. Can you get an OG badge as well? If I can figure out how to do OG badges and stuff, sure. Why does the stream mute on load? Don't know, Snigger. It's actually useful if I'm, like, wanting to raid. But I imagine for most people, they probably want to hear the stream. Browsers tend to block audio autoplaying on load. Yeah, but there's ways around it. So, in order to play audio on load, you have to... There's a couple things you can do. But you have to listen to like a click event or certain events. If you use something like Howler, it will do it automagically, so that as soon as you interact with the page in any way, it'll start playing the sound. But I remember there being something you can do with video to make it work. Speaking of, I am missing my YouTube chats, so hold on. Where did my YouTube go? I've got too many windows open. Alright. Close out of that one. I actually don't know where YouTube went. Oh, there it is. I'll just move this over here. Okay. You were over at YouTube talking to yourself? No, I read all the messages, Wolf. I saw them. Evan, howdy. Glad to have you here too. I really appreciate the support, y'all. First time you saw my setup? Oh, well, it's one of those things, right, Silver? You start off small, you start off with one monitor, you get used to it, things start spreading out, you need to do more things at once, and then eventually you just end up with like an ultra wide and a TV that's enormous, and then you're like, this still isn't enough. And then if you keep going, you know, you end up with like Sam's setup or something with just like 4 giant monitors, which is just ridiculous. Or it's like, it could be 6 monitors, I don't know, it's some crazy amount. I think it's 4. Do I want all the mod terms from Twitch? Yeah, that would be amazing, Snicker. It's a 1x1 process? I'm so sorry, Snicker. You're at the stage ultra wide and TV? Yeah, same. Bang Foodie? Oh yeah, that one probably needs to... Is there an easy way to like add commands? Or like set commands? Use Restream? Oh no, we're not making a Restream tool, Techie. We're just doing the chat because the Restream tool is solved. There's no need to go off and do that. There's this OBS plugin for multi-streaming, and it's relatively easy to set up. So you can use Restream, but the quality there is going to be a little worse. So if you have a bit more bandwidth, then you can use this tool made by some Japanese developer to multi-stream to a whole bunch of different platforms. So like if you actually go to the site, it'll like mostly just be in Japanese, right? OBS multi RTMP. You can see like a screenshot of it. Here's the download release page. You can click on that, and you come here to like a whole bunch of different things. The one that you want is probably going to be this Windows installer, assuming that you're using Windows. And just make sure you're on the latest version of OBS, and then you can multi-stream. You guys use that. It's gonna have this little thing over here that it opens up, multiple outputs. You add your other targets and you stream to one target. So for example, I'm streaming to Kick, so then over on the left side I only have YouTube. So I just click on Start All. There's like some button up here that says Start All. And then I also start streaming. Which I think you can have it automatically start for you when you hit stream. Misunderstanding what that tool does. It puts chats from YouTube and Twitch and vice versa, so everyone has the content. Oh wait, hold on. I don't have that. That's a chat plugin? Nope. This is a streaming plugin. Here, look. Proof. See? I am live on both platforms. So, definitely works. Could I make it a sellable product? I'm not worried about making money, Silver. We'll make money from Funi. And I'm just worried, or I'm focused on building an audience, right? So my focus is grow Funi, grow my other, like, grow the dev community, everything else. And we can worry about money in like 5 years or something. I think if I can get the 16 an hour from Kick, my life becomes sustainable and the runway becomes indefinite. Even with my current lifestyle, without having to change my lifestyle at all. All terms added, I appreciate you so much, Snicker. Thank you. You're talking about what you were talking about? Oh, the restream thing? Oh, I see. Keep your streaming chats in one place. Hey, this is awesome. You can reply to messages from multiple streaming platforms on one screen. Hey, this is pretty great. Kind of, except that I don't want to download. Wait, I can open a browser, okay. Display a chat box in your stream. Hey, I kind of like that. This is awesome. Nice. This saves a lot of time. If it works on, for Kick. And if it's free. I guess I just set this up, okay. Does it work is the question. Yeah, does it work and is it fast? Like, if somebody messages me on Kick, for example, do I see it immediately or is there a delay? Pricing? Oh, gee. 2 channels. 5 channels. It's 16 a month. It's not that bad, really. Like, this is totally reasonable. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll make something real simple. But this is awesome. Thank you for showing me this, Techie. I'm gonna start this because this might be a good solution. Alright, now I obviously can't be hitting the Kick API every second. I mean, I could, but that sounds excessive. Is there anything else in here? It doesn't look like it. Let's see, we've got a playback URL. I don't have anything with push, do I? I don't want to have to query an entire page just to get that data. The company you work at uses Restream. They have a watermark. Yeah, so the reason they have a watermark, Evan, is probably because they're not paying. Don't need to connect to Pusher yourself? No, you don't. There's this messages thing. So I can just hit this repeatedly to long pull The problem is that's more expensive. And I'm going to assume that Kick probably wouldn't appreciate me hitting this too often. It works, but it's not ideal. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Okay, well, I'll do something where maybe I hit it every 4 seconds? 4 or 5 seconds? So that it's not too much. I think that should be fine. Let's see, there's something somewhere that says something about watermarks. Compare all features. I thought it was this one. Oh, don't know. Alright. Anyways. Kick listener. Can't sub? Oh yeah, no, we have to apply for that. Which... Okay, well, don't worry, Barely. I'll get that, today. I'm pretty sure we qualify for subs at this point. Not far away. Oh yeah, we have to hit, I think, 75 average again to hit partner on Kick. Basically the same as Twitch. So, we'll get there. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. At this point, getting as many views on Kick as Twitch, roughly. Which is kind of crazy. The Kick player doesn't remember your volume settings? Oh, I wish I could make fixes. I wish I could just go and just be like, hey, let's fix this thing. Hey, let's fix that thing. I can probably apply because I'm the only one in this category. Oh yeah, probably. That's exciting. 10+ viewers. And just wait until later, 3+ hours or whatever, whenever I stop. And then we raid someone. That'll be fun. I always enjoy raiding really small people who are starting out. Because they, a lot of the time they panic or something and it's funny. Kick would probably give a sub button today if you just emailed in to ask. How do I do that, Evan? Do I just Twitter them? Tweet them? Support@kick.com? Okay, I'll email. Or partner@kick.com? Alright, let's figure that out real fast. What? Alright, hold on. We can do this. Kick.com, partner, support, email. Achievements? Okay, hold on. Oh, we're almost affiliate. Look at that. We've reached a total of 75 followers, so we're set on that. We'd have to hang for 5 hours. Stream for a total of 5 hours. Obind host. Wait, did we just get raided from Obind? I appreciate it. Thank you for the raid, Obind. How's it going? Just need a stream for 5 hours? Okay. Don't mess this up. I guess we're going late today. We gotta do 5 hours. Alright. Easy enough. Let me see. How'd your stream go, Obind? Because I'm guessing that's probably how it works. I'm still new to Kick. First day here. Alright. What we're working on is we're making a multi-chat thingy that's just gonna kind of group my chats together. Something just kind of custom because this is a relatively simple-ish thing to do. Who's Obind? I don't know. Let's take a look. Just mute real fast. Alternative Gaming Pizza Project. Let me give you a follow real fast. Software dev. Very cool. Glad to have you here. How will the YouTube part work? Isn't their chat the API expensive? Look, we don't need to pay for API. Here. So we have this. If I just go. For some reason my Firefox is going real slow. I wonder if it has to do with me having like 50 gazillion tabs open. New stream on Kick. Alright. So that's the URL. Let's go here. Let's see how it works. So, one of these should be the chat, right? And my assumption is what it's probably a WebSocket. So if I refresh this again. Good stream, 3 hours coding. Nice. Your model rocket. Interesting. So is this like an actual rocket, or is this like 3D artwork or something? Okay. Wait a minute. It's not a WebSocket? I wonder if they use server sent events then. It's a bit surprising. What do we have? Update metadata, get video playback. There's so many things, it's kind of insane. Get live chat. Oh, here it is. Wait. There's no way they're polling it. Are they actually polling it? Request, response. Again, this is a private browsing, so it's probably not too bad. I think this is how they do the live chat on YouTube. Let me just do raw here and Kick feels like it's still a dev project. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I think they're doing great. They've only been around for what, 6 months? Something. They're really new. And they're already totally usable. That's impressive. It's supposed to be a real rocket at the moment. Oh wow. So this is like one of those like outside things, like an actual rocket thing. That's cool. Live chat continuation, topic, chat. And it's just a whole bunch of IDs. Along with this weird URL. Other external, man, this is so over-engineered. How does that work? Text is Acorn. Okay, great. So they send all of this data, but if you look, it actually is the data, and you pass in a cursor on YouTube. So you get all this junk, but you do get the important bit. The URL is the avatar URL. Oh man. How do I not know? Look, Wolf, Google is a big place. It's a big place. Alright, so we figured it out. we know how the live chat works on YouTube. It's a bit silly because this is how it works, right? It's literally just long polling every 4 seconds, approximately. Earl? Yes. Okay, you got a problem with my pronunciation. This is how it works. It's easy, it's simple, it's lazy. It's the best way. Okay, so this is our endpoint that we care about. And the key is whatever the channel ID is, I think. So you just pass that in, easy peasy, easy enough to get, and that is the live chat. And I believe you can pass in something as well. Yeah, you pass in a refer which has a continuation on it, which is basically the thing, so that way it works. Okay, so because if I do that, oh come on. Oh right, yeah, because it's a post request. Okay. I'm going to assume that they don't allow you to access this from anywhere. I'll try it real fast. I forget, is this how you fetch with post? Fetch post. And before I'm banned from previous employer? Well, let's hope not. It wouldn't be the first time. New platform? Yeah, definitely Afterguard. Why am I hacking? We're not hacking, we're just, this is how you access the API, you know? It's like, it's fine. It wouldn't surprise me. Okay. If anyone would do it, it would be me. Oh, absolutely. So method post is probably... This will probably fail, would be my guess. Yeah, cross origin. Okay, you can't access it remotely. Fair enough. We might have to use this. If I hit it from the server, I can do it. Is this fetching from multiple stream chats at the same time? Yeah. Algo is streaming on Kick now? Oh my goodness. Everybody's moving over. It's like a waterfall. Okay. Here, let me go ahead. Let me follow Algo. There, we'll just lurk as well. We'll follow and lurk. I'll just move this over here. I'm API hunting? Absolutely, media. Okay, so YouTube keeps their API locked down, meaning that we have to hit it from an actual server. A bit of an unfortunate thing. So we'll have to do some caching from that. Easy enough. A bit unfortunate, but it works. Alright, so that means we've got some API endpoint thingy, so go here. How does this all work? Twitch provider? No, it's not that. There's something else that I do. Twitch courier, this thing. You've been looking for something like this? The Stream Ninja works, you've heard, but you could never get it to latch onto the streams that popped up? Well, apparently Techie mentioned that Restream.io has like a chat thing, which might actually work. Software and game dev category on Twitch has gone through a recession. I know, it's like, it started earlier though, like this is not the start of it. I mean, I guess this is a pretty big catalyst, maybe, but we'll see. Alright. So we've got all this stuff. That's a bit weird. Needs to be moved over. And then I need to make another router thingy. Guess I'll call it chat.ts. And this is where I need to change some stuff. I guess I'll call this YouTube. And the input will need to be a channel ID. And we should be able to fetch it from here. I can't follow algo right now. What? Hold on, I gotta fix this. Following? Okay, nice. We're out here just like popping off on like the programming channel. Jeez, this is crazy. So, let's see. How big is the programming channel now? Top life categories. View all. Programming should be around here. This might not update immediately, would be my guess. Oh, there it is. Software, geez, already up to like 100 total in the category. Not bad. 2/3 of software dev. Well, for now, Elf. Give it a few days. Give it a few days. Okay. So can this be asynchronous? Probably, right? A 5x developer? Oh no. Wait, only, jeez. I'm getting rusty. 5x how, Wolf? Let's do Is that like how many IDEs I have open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. It's not 1 foot. Oh yeah, we could just make it like not nullish. Make it required, and now let's do that. Is this Acorn RPC? Yes. Or no, no, actually no, this is not Acorn RPC, this is TRPC. And we made a Next app at one point, and I just felt like acorn1010.com was kind of the place to put this. So it's kind of like that right now. This is not my custom RPC. I like my custom RPC more than this. And he made a Next step at one point, never again. Yeah, it feels slow, but I think that's just because it's on Vercel. I think if we host this on our cluster, that should be fine. But anyways, what I wanted to do for this is just console log results. Pretty sure that this also caches it to Upstash or something, because I wanted to cache the responses. Yeah, I totally do. Alright, so that means that we just need to make like this little API thingy at some point. We'll leave it as a 2D for now. And we'll just pass in the results again. Okay. Good old Create React App, me too. I am a big fan of Create React App, or Veep, I should say. Okay, that seems like it should be good. Why is it YouTube I? What is the I for? Oh, interactive? Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Alright, then we have to do our interval thingy. And this is where we do the fetch. And I just have to do this every 5 seconds. Can you do some setups, please? Yeah, I gotta add viewer rewards. Fine. Okay, for today, if you just request it, I'll do it every once in a while. How are we gonna do viewer rewards on Kick? Alright, fine. We'll do some push-ups. Push-ups? Set up? Okay, well, I'm gonna do push-ups, okay? Push-ups first. And then you can request something in a bit or something. Alright. Headphones won't yeet. No, my headphones are still here. Hit 12 that time. Oh, look at that. G Hot Dog. Made an account on Kick just to follow Algo Bro. Heck yeah. I'm not sure what happened to the video here. I feel like it probably broke for me or something. Alrighty. So we got the listener stuff. And we gotta replace this channel ID, obviously. But for now, this will work just fine. There we go. Got the listener in there for channel ID, all that stuff. So Kick is almost done. YouTube is going to take some more time. Alrighty. That's about it. All we have to do is also log, but we need to know what the data looks like first. There's really no reason to separate this. You can go ahead and combine that. There we go. Nice. Alrighty. So now if I go to /chat, it should magically work, and let's maybe close out of like the half a dozen windows we have open. Localhost isn't running. Let's start that up again. probably should close a few more windows. What can I close here? Can I close this one? Sure. Can I close this one? Maybe. What's the project about? Okay, sure, that ends. So, a few things. Normally I work on Funi, but because I just switched from Twitch to Kick, I also need a nice aggregated chat for multi-chat. It seems like Restream might have a solution here, which I didn't know about. So I'll look at that later on off stream. Maybe this will end up just solving my issues. But I wanted just like a URL I could just point to and then have it update all of my chats in one area so that I could stick it on my OBS, style it how I want, and then just have that be the aggregated chat. We'll see. So I just decided to make like a small little thing or something temporarily. Alright, so one problem is obviously I need to not have the header or anything else on here. Let's see, kick JSON, we've got some results coming in. We got data, messages. It also has a cursor. So that's important because I can probably pass in like the cursor or something. The ID looks like a Unix timestamp, which has me concerned. Because what happens if two people chat at the exact same millisecond? I mean, it's okay. It's in microseconds, meaning that it's probably in milliseconds, and then there's probably like a counter. So that should work fine. I don't think there's going to be 1,000 messages in the same millisecond. G Hot Dog was taken here also. Oh, G Host Dog. G Hot Dog is pretty cool. Okay. I think I actually prefer G Hot Dog to G Host Dog. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's a Ghost Dog. Right. I don't know, I like G Hot Dog. It reminds me of Silicon Valley. It's like hot dog, not hot dog or something. But anyways, you can see we've got the messages. We can see all the content and everything. Pretty cool. But that's only for Kick. Now, I'm curious. Does it work if I pass in like a cursor? Already 64. Yeah, that's impressive. I'm impressed by that. Let's do some exploratory stuff. Like I do this. And I just pass in my channel ID here. Which I think is 164814. Can I pass in a cursor? Let's see. And if I just do messages? Did I get the ID right? Okay, I did. And now if I take this. Interesting. If I refresh again. Is it because I'm passing in cursor and it's just like not the right cursor? Like, does it matter? Huh, interesting. Okay, so that means cursor is a thing. Because if it wasn't a thing, then this would also say no messages. Okay. So let me do this then. This is a test message to test cursor API. Alright. And now if I say cursor equals this... Still no messages. That didn't work the way I was hoping it would. Why is it referring to a username as slug? Slug is a common API term. It is just like the thing in the URL, the URL. So for example, we actually use slugs on Funi. You can see that this would be the slug. So this is the slug for 4 in a row. This is the part of the, it's the URL part of it. It's not the game ID, which is 4 in a row, just the whole word, all with no spaces. So that's what it is. It's interesting that the cursor doesn't... Okay, well, whatever. We can just dedupe this. This will be fine. Here. Okay, so you see how slug is a Nans or Acorn 1010? But yeah, exactly. kick.com/the slug, that will get you there. So it's possible that the username doesn't match the slug. For example, you can see that Barely Usable has an underscore in their username, but because you don't usually use underscores in URLs, it looks like the slug is actually a hyphen instead. So barely-usable. And if I go to barely_usable, I don't know if this will actually show up. Maybe it will work. It doesn't. So here's something I would do if I was Kick, is I would make it where, because the slug is just a hyphen, if I go to the underscore, which I might expect to exist as a user, maybe I'm a power user, I know that it's supposed to be the username, I would assume that this would take me to the profile. So maybe just have it redirect to the slug, would be my advice. Alright. So now we just have to parse this. Simple enough. And then we have to somehow add the API stuff for YouTube. Only differentiate when someone would actually take the underscore. They don't have underscores, Onions, because it's not really meant for URLs. You're not supposed to have underscores in your URLs. You're supposed to use hyphens. So I would just redirect. Right? Alright. Simple enough. Get the JSON. Type kick response. If you remember from previous, whenever we are reverse engineering an API, we only type the information that we care about. We leave everything else out. 49 on kick, that's big. It was bigger, it was like 64 is up. But then, you know, I think Algo started streaming and now it's like we're popping off. Like this is good. The whole software stream community. Is this streamed on Twitch too? Nope. I cannot stream on Twitch, Anans. Twitch is all or nothing. I can either stream on every other platform. Oh yeah, I guess Posture Tech too. Right, Isaac? I gotta get the chat rewards. That's important. Okay, so we got status. I guess I only care if it has error. The Boolean. True if this API request failed. If it fails, we'll do some kind of some pause or whatever. And then we have data. Messages with a giant list of things that we care about. So we've got a string with an ID, chat ID, user ID, a type, created at is a string. Specifically, it is this format. I forget what this format is called. Oh look, Al goes back. You missed the emotes? They will be back, Isaac. They will definitely be back. I have a slot for emotes. I can do like 50 or some crazy number of emotes. I haven't set them up yet. I will get them ready as soon as possible. So then we have slug. Doesn't really matter. I don't actually care about the slug, I care about the username. And then I guess I care about the color. And maybe the badges. If someone can make a Chrome extension when you go to Twitch or Kick YouTube, just overlay it. A Chrome extension could work, but I need it to be like a URL because I need to be able to point my OBS to it. How can the multi-stream chat handle emotes? Oh, emotes are fine, right? Onions? Actually emotes are... It could be a pain. It depends. We'll see how it works. But we're not going to spend too much time on this because I do need to work on Funi. We're trying to release her checkers and everything else. Some crazy fact about myself? I don't know, Afterguard. A crazy fact about myself? Like, what do you want to know? You want to know about, like, the time that I was really, really young and then I was washing a car and then I slipped and I had to go to the hospital? I mean, that was a thing. Or the time that I was really young and I thought I had to go to school on a Saturday, and so some stranger drove me to school. That was my mom got scared about that one. Or let's see, what else was there? I don't know. But the neighbor was really nice. He drove me there and then noticed that no school was not there on that day. Howdy Test 231. The reason for it though is because my mom told me that I had to get ready to go to school, and then she like rushed to the neighbors because she just wanted to get away from me for a bit. But I believed her. I thought we were going to school, and so I was excited to go to school. So then I ran after her, and then I obviously lost sight of her because she drove faster. And then she never did that again. So I think she learned a very valuable lesson. And then I learned a valuable lesson too, which is that it's important to brush your teeth or something. I don't know. Anywho. Let's see. Broadcaster. I'm sure there's another badge type on here. VIP. Oh, that's what I want. And I'm guessing it's probably also like mod or something. There's the other one. Let's see, there's also a type of reply. There's metadata. Content. I guess I don't really care if it's a reply. I just want the content. Now we have chat ID, user ID, and ID. Okay. So now we have the kick response. Which means now I can just check the status of it. If the status error, then we do the thing. And I guess I'll just set it to whatever the messages are, right? Oh no, the audio stopped. Hold on, I think I broke something. Wait, it's supposed to be working now? Oh, I guess the audio actually just stops. Let's see. And now I just have to pass in all the stuff. The text is message.contents. And I believe I can just pass a new date or something and it will still magically work. Avatar Earl. Ooh. Is that in the JSON? Let's see. I lost my window. Oh, here it is. Avatar Earl. There's no Avatar Earl. Alright, simple enough. We'll make it nullable. How do I design software? I think about what the requirements are, and then I break it down into steps. So let's say somebody gives me a very vague task, and that task is translate this docx to German. It's a book. Those are your requirements. So you want to start breaking it down into steps. Like, okay, if you're going to do a translation, what are you going to use to do translation? And you've got multiple options, right? You can either go with Mechanical Turk, or you can go with machine learning, something like Google Translate or DeepL or GPT-4. So you decide on which of those you want to use. And if you don't know, then you research each one until you find a clear winner that's going to work for your task. And then you just break it down more. It's like, okay, let's say we decide on GPT-4 for doing translations. Then it's like, you look at the API, you see how you can make it work. It's like, okay, for GPT-4, I'm gonna have to chunk up the text in some way. So I'll have to segment it, and I'll have to do a whole bunch of calls. And then you keep breaking it down, and it's like, okay, I can do these all in parallel, which means that I could have like a bunch of workers or whatever pulling off some task. As long as the workers aren't stepping on each other, it can all be parallelized and they can all run at the same time, given some constraint of like some number of API requests per second for GPT-4. So you can parallelize a lot of it, and you break that down. And so now you kind of have this idea that you have workers and you've got some queue. So you use what you know about queues to set that up. And if you don't know enough about it, then you go and you research that one particular thing. And then it's like, how do we add a piece of work? How do we add a book? You can either make it a website, or you can make a desktop app, or you can make a command line tool. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You just have to think about, like, for your use case, how do you want your users to interact with it? What will give them an easy time? If you're designing it just for yourself, maybe command line is going to be the easier solution. If you're designing for other people, maybe a website is a good solution, because other people aren't going to trust you to run executables and other stuff on their machine. There's security vulnerabilities and other problems, so that's why websites tend to be a very good solution here. But that might require a bit more time and a bit more engineering. So kind of like that test, a bit like what we do. I feel like estimating the time a programming task will take is also a really hard thing to do. Yeah, it is. You can get better at estimating how long something will take if you have done that thing before. If you do it enough times, then you can kind of get an understanding how long it'll take. Otherwise, it's a bit just like, it's a guess. What I like to do is I like to say that this will take either days, weeks, months, or years. And so if I say that it will take a day, that means it will take up to about a week. If I say it'll take a week, that means it'll take up to about a month. If I say it'll take months, it could take up to a year. And if I say it'll take years, it may or may not get finished. Would it have to be the same exact thing? Not necessarily, because it also depends on who you're building it for. If you're building it for yourself, it might take a different amount of time compared to building it for someone else who has requirements that change constantly. So it depends on the client. Okay, let's see. So we got all of the data, and I believe they have the newest at the top or the bottom. Let's see. 299. Yeah, they have the newest at the top. I want to reverse that then. Which I guess doesn't really matter. Your own requirements for personal projects also appear to change constantly. It's not bad to never finish them, Ananes. You will always have more that you want to add to projects, which is fine. You just have to decide, like, I don't know, I mean, I still work on older projects. Some projects get so old that I just stop working on them because the amount of time it would take to maintain that project is longer than the amount of time it would take to rebuild it. And I can't be bothered to do either of those things. And so those projects are kind of on indefinite pause. All right. So now we've got this working. If I go to chat, it should actually work. Why don't I have a sub button? I don't yet, Test. This is like my first stream. Oh wow, look at that. That's neat. So, yeah, now if you chat, I should see it on both. It works? Yeah. It's not as fast, because it only pulls once every 5 seconds. But it definitely works. So that's cool. Obviously we gotta change a few things, right? Like, we need some IDs on things or classes and stuff. It needs to be improved. I needed to like not have certain styles. But it's getting there. And now we just have to add YouTube. If only YouTube was as easy to add as Kick. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move this over here. And we're just gonna close out of a few other things. All right. Hopefully I haven't missed much YouTube chat. This is gonna be the hard part. I guess we'll just do a relay, right? Relay it from the back end, which is what we're already kind of doing. So Kick Listener, done. Easy as that. Okay, how do I use this TRPC thing again? It's like TRPC dot something like that. And then we import it. I don't remember which one. Probably this one. And then this is gross. This is probably part of why I don't use TRPC and Zod, is because I look at this and I'm like, what on earth am I looking at? But it kind of works. And then we can just do a refetch interval of 5 seconds. Sure. Now I can either fetch more or less frequently than 5 seconds. Profits! Howdy! I'm glad to have you here. We're making a multi-chat thing so I can have all my things just kind of combined in one. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too. Yeah, it's kind of incredible. Like, we've got Algo Bro, we've got, like, you know, we're obviously streaming in software development, and it's neat seeing. One thing that I wish I could do on Kick is I wish it showed the category down here, because I want to be able to click on software development just from here, and I don't see an easy way of doing that right now. But yeah, we're pretty up there. See? I really hope that we can get software in development up to like here, you know? To where we're like huge. I think that would be awesome. Refresh the tab, you can see the category. Oh, let me see. Okay, great. No, it does. Okay, I see. So I think what it was is that maybe Algo just didn't have the category selected initially or something when I first loaded it. Okay, great. Fantastic. So now I have to pass in my channel ID, which is this ESA thing. And we'll say that we also want a YouTube listener. What is that channel ID? Oh my goodness. Okay. I wonder if I can pass in like the Acorn 1010, like if it will still work. Now I can make a master bot. I need to set something up where I can also do rewards across any of the streams so that if somebody is in whichever stream they want to be in, they're still earning rewards. That's gonna be a little tricky. I gotta figure out how I want to combine users, right? Because not everyone's gonna have the same username on every platform. Which is a bit tricky. Where else am I streaming? I'm streaming right now on just Kick and YouTube. But we're gonna also stream on Facebook, and we'll also stream on TikTok. Good luck indeed. Wait, so who are you on Twitch then, Natsuki? Are you still the same? Rumble? I actually made a Rumble account, but I looked at it and it's very... It seems very polarized, and I want to make sure that my stream stays neutral. So maybe we can also do Rumble, but I'm a bit iffy on that one. it seems very polarized. And again, I like to say very neutral. Alright, so we've got YouTube. And now I should have data. I guess I can include status. Or something. I guess is error or something. Yeah, exactly, names. That's why I'm hesitant to do Rumble. Right? Because I just want to stream coding. That's what I want to do. Now, we've got theta, which is data.json, and then it's going to be like whatever, right? I don't actually know if this is going to return. So we'll just do data.json. Let's see what we get there. It is error or not theta. And then we'll have to type this. Once I figure out what that is. Okay. Does it work? I guess I can close out of this now. Oh, right. I never did the other fetch page. This is his channel ID. I could make it based off of the slug, and then we fetch what the slug is from here. Instead of channel ID, grab the channel ID from the slug using this API. And specifically V1 so that we get more info. Alright, so we got that done. Now what else do I have? Precondition check failed. Alright. Let's stop. Something bad happened here. I need to not be querying it a bazillion gazillion times, so let's slow it down a bit. What happened to that other streaming platform that was popular for a bit? I'm not sure which one you mean, Anans. I know there was Mixer, that was pretty big. So what I want is, what is this, chat? Hitbox. I don't remember Hitbox at all. Hitbox was one of the edgy ones. I'm trying not to be edgy. Yeah, I don't even remember Hitbox. Okay, so we want to set channel ID, and we'll just hit results. I know that the cache here is really not great. I should be using like an LRU cache, which has like some size to it, because right now if you just spam with like a whole bunch of channels, it will wreck the memory. I don't care. So if cache response, blah blah blah, if plus. If it has it, then we grab it. Literally, we could just do this way instead. And we return. Yep, that works just fine. What is this called? And we can improve it a little bit more. With not cache response or and then we just return the cache response. Get wrecked? Oh man, Varda. Spicy. Take that, chat filter. Seems like they don't do what Funi does. Funi uses like this really interesting way of like painting backwards or something with like a, I think I use a try for like this like filter, and there's like a bunch of different like bad words or something. It works relatively well. It probably doesn't work as well as Twitch does, but it's pretty nice too. That's what you do? I'm surprised that the spaces broke the filter. That's a yikes. Let's see, why is it? Oh, because I called it data. That's why. There we go. And cache response is good. I should be happy. Forbidden non-null assertion. Oh, come on. No. This is fine. Forbidden non-null assertion. Sometimes I know more about what's gonna happen than freaking TypeScript. Because it's guaranteed to exist. Alright. No non-null assertion on ESLint. That off. There we go. No links. I think I can enable links, Farda. I think I might have links enabled, actually. Unexpected any type. Okay. No explicit any. Let's just enable that. Okay. Because it's broken currently, let's actually increase this delay to 15 seconds. It'll give me a little bit of time to actually read. What the heck is going on here? Okay, so now if I load, it's gonna hit this. We've got some data, precondition check failed. So we're missing something important. Let's figure out why. All right. So this is YouTube iLive chat. There's probably like some kind of a token or something that I'm missing. Get live chat. Is that... Oh, this is... Yeah, that's what I have. Okay, request headers. Continuation. That's what we're missing. So I have to pass in this refer, and we need like a continuation on it. I don't know if we need the get Goog visitor ID or the other stuff, or if we need this cookie. It's possible that we need this visitor info one. Unsure. We have Pateley back. Let's see, what else do we have? It's crazy how complicated this is, though. Let's see. is it not copying? Copy. Maybe need like raw or something. Okay. What if I pause this? Let's just do no word wrap. What the heck is going on with my clipboard? JetBrains is being weird. So if I go to source server gRPC, router, there we go. Shouldn't be necessary, but for whatever reason my clipboard's being weird or something. I wonder if that's enough info or if I need this cookie as well. Take care, Anains. Thanks for being here. Good hit to you too. Let's see. Result data, I'm guessing this is probably still failed. Yeah, still failed. I wonder if I need origin. Origin refer. I guess I'll add my anonymous cookie in here too. Right. Copy paste is being weird. Let's just close out of some stuff. And I'll turn it off and on again. Close out of a few other IDEs that I have open. By the way, tomorrow we will be back on Funi. I don't think this will take more than a day, hopefully. But I've kind of budgeted one day for this. Because we're probably not actually going to use this. We're probably going to use Restream Chat. Alright, so now can I copy paste? Now I can copy paste. Let's see, everything else is the same. Precondition check failed. Okay, let's just copy literally everything then. We get content length, X YouTube client version. Oh, you know what? I bet we need those. These ones are probably important. And I feel like nothing else is really going to be too important there. Maybe include the host, just in case. Still failed. Oh, whatever. Okay, maybe somebody else has an idea on how to do this. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. ChatGPT probably knows. You know what? That's a good idea. I bet you're right. Okay, so we've done that. We have the live chat ID. Need a YouTube API key. Okay, what is the pricing like then? And can I even get a YouTube API key? A hard limit of basically nothing. 50 a month, 2.5 million, which would be plenty. I guess that would kind of work. 5 requests a second is kind of meh because that means like this does not scale at all. Given that you'd have to do 1 request every 5 seconds roughly for chat to be relatively decent, which means you have a hard limit of 25 channels total, which is pretty bad. Hmm. So we could do it this way. Or we do it the other way. Let's see. I kind of want to just do it the other way because I'm really close to getting it done. Did the back door not work? We are missing something to make it work. So if I just resend this, response, context, everything still works fine. And if I resend it again, still works fine. So I'm missing something in my I'm missing the request data. That's why it's upset. I have to include a whole bunch of different parameters and a whole bunch of other junk. For some reason. Why? To request a live chat, you have to pass in, like, whether you're using light mode or dark mode? This is insane. Probably to prevent you from doing it? Probably. There's a lot of data on there. Jeez. Okay, well, it's doable. But it seems like the easiest way to do it is probably through, like, Playwright or something. Some kind of headless browser. Which is nasty. So I can either do a headless browser, I can copy a whole bunch of data, or I can pay them. I think for now, let's just work on Funi. We'll use Restream IO or whatever at some point. Because it's gonna be a pain. But hey, Kick works really well. Speaking of, I probably need to change my icons up here. I'll just change this to Kick. For now. Because I don't think FA Kick is a thing. Unless it's just too new. Alright, let's see. I'll just close out of some of this stuff. Did I write Linux commands on Windows? Yeah, so I use Wizzle. If you're coding on Windows, then you can still use Linux. You can even use GPU. This is kind of a new thing, but you can actually use CUDA and all that fun stuff through Wizzle too, and it just kind of works. You might have to set up a few things, but it's pretty simple. You can also do things like I can open up Google Chrome, and now this is Chrome except it's inside of Linux. Performance on it is not as great. So if I go here and I go to Funi, let's say I try to play a game, this is going to be terrible. This is it'd be a horrible experience, I think, because this will not use the GPU. You can see the performance is not great. The cursor does not follow my mouse as fast as it should. So the experience is not perfect, but it's better than nothing, you know? Like, it kind of works. You obviously wouldn't be playing games on Linux through this. Or maybe you would. I don't know. But that is why we need to improve the chess AI, or checkers AI, because the checkers AI is not very good right now. Alright. Whole bunch of changes real fast. I went ahead, I already did NPMI, right? So now it's over here. I wanted to duplicate this thing. Yeah, they don't have kick on this. The icons. Alright, that's fine. We'll just make it so that this is no longer Twitch, it goes to kick. That is good enough. You have to give Wizzle a try? Definitely. When you use Wizzle, make sure that all of your files are inside of Wizzle. It's very important. Because there is a bridge between the content that's in Wizzle and the content that's just like on Windows, like in your C drive. So even though both of it lives on the C drive, the bridge performance is very slow. So if you're fetching all your files from Windows for builds and things, it'll be very slow. Keep it all inside of Wizzle, it'll be super fast, and it actually works quite well. You get kind of the best of both worlds. You get to actually use Linux, but then you don't have to worry about like the driver issues. Can you get Whistle 2 in Windows 10? You sure can. Just go ahead and allow those two real fast. Okay, so I'm done for multi-clips for now. I'll come back to it later at some point. I guess because I can... I'm thinking. I also want to be able to stream on just acorn1010.com. You know? And then have something where... I gotta figure out the reward point thing. Because that's missing. That's pretty important. Alright. But anyways, if I'm over here, we got data spell, alpha 0, book AI. This is what we need. Does Kick hate being embedded like Twitch does? It's probably fine. You can probably embed it. I guess I could see real fast. We have iframes on Funi. It wouldn't be very hard to test this. Let's see. We got multi-clip, Funi. Start this up. Alrighty. Wait a minute, is there a, I don't think this is a solid color. No, it's not. Oh, you know what that is? You can actually see there's text here. Oh, whoops. I can see this. See that? There's text. I should probably fix that. Also, why is it so... I think it's slow because my browser is just being extremely slow right now. Probably because I have like a million things open. Because that is slow. Well, okay. It only seems to be super slow locally. Alright. How was I doing? Right, embedding. What text? No. I was doing this, so if we do it here, everything is inside of an iframe. As soon as it loads. Alright, you can see there, iframe. So if I set this to kick, actually, you can embed kick in an iframe. Alright, so you can do this. Neat. Very neat. So that means I can just have an embed of kick or something on Acorn 1010. Maybe I do like a little listener or something, I check to see if I'm live, and then if I'm live, I show the embed. Might as well do that. We can stick it above the clips. Sure. I guess we can do that before we start working on Funi real fast. Alrighty, so we want this to be, let's just say kick stream. Displays the kick live stream if currently live. followed over from Twitch. I'm glad to have you, Exiled. I really am. Thank you for being here. Alright, so I need some kind of like a listener, which, because we've now dabbled with the Kick API, we know that we can go and hit this endpoint to tell when we are and are not live. Very simple. So let's go ahead and hit that endpoint real fast, just so you can see the kind of data that we're working with. This is the data. So playback URL. Now, I'm pretty sure this means I could just like pop over here and maybe include a little bit extra data to play the video. Actually, since I know that they're using the AWS video service, we could probably just do that directly, but we're just gonna embed the site. I think that's more fair. All right, so let's see. How do I know if I'm live? Is it based on playback URL? Here, let's do this. So test 231. You're obviously not live right now. I'm guessing. Wait, hold on. I did that wrong. So I'm just gonna use your plug to see that. And there's obviously a lot less data right now. Here. This is a bit hard to read. Let's make it pretty. Aren't those services incredibly expensive? Yeah, that's why we're just gonna embed Kick, so you see the whole site. And we'll have like a link to take you directly to Kick. Okay, a live stream. Oh, simple as that, just says live stream. And it says, nice. We can also include like a session title. Use Kick. Okay. Did I leave Twitch? I did, Dan. Because Kick is just offering a much better 95.5 for subs, and there's potential to get 16 an hour with Kick. I don't know what the requirements are of that. It seems like it'll be just if you have 75 followers, which we kind of blew past in one day, and that's all thanks to y'all. Huge. Like, I can't thank y'all enough. The response has been absolutely incredible. I didn't lose as many viewers as I thought I would. I really thought I was going to be streaming to like a small skeleton audience today of like 10 or 20 people. So I appreciate it. But yeah, my goal now is to build the software community up on Kick, make it huge, because there is an opportunity for us to be shown very prominently on Kick, because it's a much smaller platform. On Twitch, we're nothing, right? Like if you go to Twitch, the software and game dev category hardly ever shows up because it just doesn't get that many viewers. So it shows up for me because it's like categories we think you'll like, but if I'm trying to just not do that, let's try this again. It's really hard to discover that this channel exists. Categories we think you'd like, it's still, I want to see like the biggest ones. I'm sure there's some way to do this. Where do I see the largest? Which largest categories? Oh, here we go. Sort by viewer count. Okay. So you have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. And eventually somewhere down here is the software development category, right? We are so far down on Twitch. There it is. See how much I had to scroll for that? But on Kick, we're much higher. So on Kick, we're just down right about here. Right there. Right? Way higher up. And that's with just Algo and me. And some other small channels here, right? So if we get more people, then we'll be up to like here. You know, we'll be a lot higher, potentially, which would be awesome. Okay, so Youth Kick livestream. So what do we need? We need to grab that API request, hit it every like 5-10 seconds or something. But it would be kind of nice if it doesn't actually have to go hitting the API for every single client. We can be a little bit nicer. So let's do it this way instead. I will hit it with my server, and then we'll cache it with Upstash, I guess. I guess for now it doesn't matter, but later on we'll do that. Because we don't want to be hitting their API very often. And I guess we'll check only once every 10 seconds. What was the endpoint for this? That is what I'm going for. And then if we are live streaming, we'll have some data here, which looks something like this. And I guess we only want to show this section if we are actually currently live streaming. So if we have a live stream, we have a slug, suffix for the live stream, something along those lines. Though I don't think I actually care about the slug for the live stream. We also have it created at. Interestingly enough, the created at here is using a different format than the created at for the messages. It's not using that Z thing. Let's see. 8:06. Okay, I think it's still gonna be UTC time, or Unix timestamp, basically. Or, yeah, UTC. Session title. You definitely want that because we'll probably show that like above the embed. Is live. That's gonna be useful. Maybe I care about viewer count on here. And it also has like some thumbnails and stuff. That's weird. Now, why is there both a viewer count and viewers? It's the same data, returned twice. Why? Oh well. Didn't Jumpy's account? He still is rank 1. He just has to play a single game. He needs to get 1 experience in Dynamite. So Jumpy hasn't been on Dynamite. And because of that, you can't... Yeah, or what I can do is I can, I guess we can make a migration or something. Oh yeah, is this ELO thing working now? Should be working. Players popped. 20. Very nice. By the way, I did this, Evan. Now, whenever your bubble timer or something changes to where the game is no longer going to be like an ELO game, it will say at the bottom that it is a custom game and ELO won't be scored. So now you can easily tell if the settings that you've adjusted affect whether or not it gives ELO. And if you think it needs to be changed, like if you think something, maybe the bubble timer of 4 should be allowed, just let me know and we can make adjustments. And you know, of course it works for every game, right? So if I do this, host be everyone, custom game ELO won't be scored. Changing the max players doesn't matter. Changing the time limit actually does matter for this one. You can see here, changing these settings. You can't play with custom settings for the ELO for that one. Alright. What else do we have here? I really like the API for Kick. It works pretty great. Okay, so we got this interval, we got this slug thingy, we get the response. Do I have a status for this? Let's see. Doesn't look like I do. Nope. Bit inconsistent there. And I guess I'll just return the response. Alright, so now we know if we're live on Kick. So let's just do this. I gotta figure out, like, okay, so my CPU or something is like getting completely destroyed. Let me see. What is going on? It's 35% CPU. Nothing too bad there. Move it over here. I'll keep a watch on it. Also, where did my YouTube chat go again? Okay, let's see. Let's close some of these. I'm not sure where it is. Did I close the YouTube thing? I'm so sorry if you're watching on YouTube. I seem to have closed it entirely. Okay, I'll reopen it. Timestamps, pop out chat. Here's what I'll do, I'll pop it out. There we go. It's not perfect, but this will do for now. If not live stream, let's return that. If there is a live stream. This is crazy, like it's going super slow. Yeah, I'm capped at 100% CPU. My Firefox is eating up. What is going on? Firefox and IntelliJ are just going insane right now. Let's try to figure out why. Task Manager, CPU. So Kick is eating a lot. YouTube is eating some. Kind of what I expected, to be honest. Still holding strong? You bet, Wolf. Trying. My CPU is not playing very nice with me right now. Okay, so we got this container and then we got this thingy. We'll just have it say I'm live. And then maybe we'll have it also be the title. Okay, my IDE is doing something wrong. $60% CPU for IntelliJ? Close it and reopen it? Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, it's probably running something. Okay. Livestream dots. Livestream. Wait. What? Oh, right. Because. Makes sense. How about this? Response is it undefined? Or no, I'll do it this way, yeah. Undefined, return undefined, meaning that it hasn't loaded yet. Otherwise, let's do response.livestream. No. Bit weird, but the reason I'm doing it this way is because there's no guarantee that the live stream exists. So then I want it to return null if it has loaded and has fetched something. Otherwise it's like a skeleton or something, right? I just want to have that distinction. Okay. So, if it's live, session title, and then I want the iframe, which is where I want to have Funi open because that's pretty important. Okay, I'm still hitting 50% CPU. So let's just close out of IntelliJ entirely. Hopefully this is fine. Okay, IntelliJ closed. Good. My frames? Oh yeah. My CPU usage is just awful right now. Well, I'm hitting 100% GPU on OBS. So, that's fun. I don't know why. But this probably isn't helping things. I might need to actually upgrade my GPU. I think the multi-stream is actually doing two separate encodings. Last time I restarted my computer, look, Wolf, I think it's the multi-stream. I think it's actually doing multiple encodings of like a 4K stream. Or something insane. We'll fix it for next time. I want to open up multi-clip. Time for a streaming PC? Oh my goodness. No, it's not Kick test. That's not it. It's that I'm streaming to YouTube and Kick. And apparently that is expensive to do on my machine. Just end the YouTube stream? I could. Sure. Okay, YouTube stream is ending for today. Follow me on Kick. I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow once I sort this out.